Hello everyone, this is Heather and I am here with another video. Today I'm sharing the School Memories Video Hop video, and this is organized by Christina Sorge, so thank you so much for that. Make sure to check out the description for the links to everyone's videos in this hop. There's lots of talented people participating. So I was just showing you the new One More Chapter collection from Wild Whisper, flipping through those 6 different pages, double-sided, and I'm using this to document these 2 photos of my husband and I when we were in high school. So I had these photos already printed off and I just wanted to document them, so that's where this is coming from. They're about 2 by 3 inches in dimension, and I just cut this yellow paper, the yellow text paper, down to kind of fit as a layer near the bottom of my layout. And as you can see, I'm just peeling these cut files apart from my silhouette cut mat. This is a cut file available on wildwhisper.com. It's a digital download cut file, and I cut it out 4 times so that I could glue these all together and make it have some dimension. This is something that I've seen Jennifer McGuire do several times on her cards when she has a word die that she wants to emphasize on a greeting card. So it's a really great way to add dimension to your title instead of having just a one cardstock layer title. It works quite well. And I'm using this Tombow adhesive, which is very strong, to glue all of those together. I skipped through that because it was quite a process, and no one needs to see that go on and on. So now I am using the cut apart sheet from the One More Chapter collection, and I've selected this stack of books that I'm fussy cutting out. I'm just leaving a little bit of a border around these books, and they're going to be a bit of a feature on this page. So because these are high school photos, I wanted the layout to look sort of school-ish, and this collection is all about reading and books, but it can be easily translated to any school subject as well. I'm also going to cut out all of these pens because, again, it goes with the school type theme. So for this blog hop, we all are doing some kind of school project. I believe most of the ladies will be doing layouts, but it's a video hop. I keep thinking blog hop, but it's actually a video hop, and we are linking. So as I mentioned, make sure you check out the description below. Now back to my layout, still cutting out these pens. Not too much technique in this. I find when I'm cutting out, I like to move my scissors, or not move the paper, not my scissors, so it helps to direct the paper with your hand rather than working really hard to move the scissors around the object you're cutting out. So I really like how this is looking on the layout. I have it kind of going across the top third of the page, and the yellow paper takes up the bottom 2/3 with a little border of that purple paper showing around it. And I've decided to add in this little office type envelope and a tag because it works well with the theme of pens and paper and just different office materials, I guess, or school materials. So it's really coming together now, and I've just got embellishing and gluing left to do, which is still quite a process for this one. But here I've decided to add some ink around the edges, so this tag is getting a little bit of brushed corduroy ink, as well as my stack of books here, and the envelope. I'm just doing the edges and making sure to get the flap as well, because I want to accentuate that it is an envelope, not just a piece of orange kind of paper. It's actually envelope shaped, although I'm not using it as as a functioning envelope here. I'm just using it as a layer. But I still wanted it to have that envelope look. So here we start adhering everything together, and I've been liking this Sukwang tape quite a lot. It comes in a roll, as you see on the right side of the screen, and it's really strong, easy to use. The only downside is that you have to pull off the backing pieces, which takes a bit of time. But the other adhesive I'm liking is this Tombow tape runner. It's just a regular Tombow adhesive. I have it in the holder that is actually the removable adhesive, which I bought by accident, but I have put the permanent adhesive in that holder. So it is permanent adhesive that I'm using now, which I like. The removable stuff was clearly not meant to be permanent, as it's called removable, but it was very annoying to use because everything would just fall apart. It's meant to be a temporary tack use. So anyways, that's what I'm doing here, and I decided to pop up my books here. I'm using a roll of foam tape, which I'm almost at the end of, and we'll need to replace that soon, but I really like that foam tape too. It's fairly thin and doesn't add too much bulk to the page. It just adds enough dimension to make things noticeably enhanced on the page. So I'm gluing all these pens down with my tape runner as well, and then arranging my title. So those words, because it's a cut file, they all nestle into each other really nice, and I love how that looks. And of course it perfectly coordinates with the collection. So there is this same saying is on the paper, the cut apart paper as well, so that's kind of cool. You could use them together if you wanted. And I'm just using a pin here because I'm using the tape runner on the back. It kind of stretches across some of the letters, and I just use the pin to remove that excess adhesive around the edges there so that it's got a clean look. And I am just finishing this up. The I for the T, I was trying really hard not to lose it, but it turned out I did lose one of the 4 layers on it, so that one only has 3 layers, but it's not very noticeable. If it was one of the words, I'm sure it would be obvious, but it turned out fine. So now for the final embellishing, I am fussy cutting out these stars from the cut apart sheet from the collection. I wanted to tie in that orange, which is in the book, and that layered envelope is orange as well, so I wanted to keep an orange border around these stars, but the white and the black outline of the stars matches the pens and the books. It all matches, of course, because it's just the same collection, so that works out nicely. And I think I'm going to put 2 of the stars at the bottom by the title, and then 1 star closer to the top. Now I have these rubber houses with a little heart, and several of the colors could have worked. I found that that reddish one was a bit too pink for the red that's in the book, and the orange is a bit brighter than the other oranges I'm using, but it worked out okay. The blue was too dark, so I didn't really consider that one, but it worked out. That little postage stamp type sticker is from Freckled Fawn, I believe. As I was going to say, the rubber houses are Freckled Fawn as well, and now I'm just looking through these little chipboard circles, which are Allie Edwards, I believe, from one of her Day in the Life kits, probably. And I have this blue arrow, but again, the color doesn't quite match to the blue book that's on the top of that book stack, so instead I switch for this yellowish green circle that coordinates with the paper and that orange circle at the top. Now I didn't realize till after that the orange one says love this and the yellow one says this, so it's kind of repetitive and doesn't make a lot of sense, but I like how it looks, which is more so what I was going for. Now I have this heart washi tape, which I wanted to use because of the heart on the little rubber house, so I wanted to bring in those hearts because I've already got stars and I just thought it would tie together nicely. Also, these washi tape hearts are vertical, which is kind of unique, and they're black, so it goes with all the other black accents on there. I like it on that photo of my husband because the picture's pretty dark, so the tape kind of brings a highlight to it almost. Now I'm just using some Heidi Swap Color Shine Mist to finish this off, and that about does it. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure to click through to the rest of the videos. I hope you have a wonderful week.